Evening, everyone. It's December now, which means Christmas is right around the corner. Thank you. I hope you're all looking forward to playing our favourite Christmas games. And my favourite Christmas game is one I think a lot of you will have played before, and that's How Many Brandies Till Nan Gets Racist. I love the Christmas period because it's you can drink without judgment. And I've always been a big fan of drinking, especially day drinking. When I was at university, this was fine as part of the culture. We even had a really good rule at my uni. Oh, there's backward state there. we had a really good rule at my uni that day drinking is okay if it's the summer or the month contains the letter R. And this is a very clever rule because the only months without the letter R are May, June, July and August, which are the summer months. Then I graduated and became what the job said to call unemployed, where day drinking is a problem. So to solve this, I got myself a job, which means I'm now officially a functioning alcoholic, and that is the highest rank an alcoholic can achieve. A lot of the time I drink by myself a lot, which makes people think I've got a problem. I used to drink with my girlfriend. Fortunately, she's no longer with us. It sounds like she's dead. She's not dead. Legally, she's missing. But yeah, I do drink by myself a lot. People think I've got a problem, so you've got to come up with ways to throw people off the scent. One way to make people think you're not an alcoholic, don't talk about it in front of a room full of people. Another way to do it is you learn a bit about what you're drinking. Because then you're not an alcoholic, you're a connoisseur. People think there's a big difference. The only real difference is how many teeth we've got. I'll give you an example. So I'm a beer drinker. So if I'm there connoisseuring an IPA described as a hop profile, you don't think that's a man with a drinking problem. That's a well-educated man who knows what he likes. Little do you know, I'll go home and connoisseur cans of cheap lager. Love to connoisseur cans of cheap lager. It's the same stuff every night, never changes, room temperature. Love it. What are my tasting notes? Foster's somehow taste exactly like my mental health. I am a cynical man. I've always been cynical. I've never really been glass half full, glass half empty, but more, it's actually a glass of more like a single-use disposable plastic cover so destroy the planet. That kind of nuclear cynicism that really gets me going. It's partly, I think, because I've always been tired of life, forever. I've always approached life with the same energy that you'd approach a family function with the side that you don't like so much. Pretty much came out of the womb like, well, let's wrap this up. I am also from Birmingham. I don't really have a strong accent because I'm educated. I am also from the nice part of Birmingham, the middle class part, if you couldn't tell by the fact I'm wearing red trousers. You also know it's the middle class part because it's the only part of Birmingham with a Conservative MP, because it seems everyone's a socialist until they live somewhere nice. People get a semi-detached house big good Ofsted results and they're like, well, do we need the NHS? Obviously I'm not Tory, I am left-wing, partly because I'm young, and I think you have to be when you're young. You have to be left-wing when you're young, because being young is all about being fiscally naive. And I'm also broke right now, so it's kind of a good time to try socialism, I think. Worst case scenario brings everybody down to my level. To give you an example of just how broke I am, not too long ago I was mugged. But it's not as bad as it sounds because they only took 70p. What I had on me at the time, I had one of those old Nokia phones, you know, with buttons. You've got to press 7 4 times for an S so you give up on plurals. They didn't want that. I was quite offended they didn't want that. I really liked that phone. It had Snake. And then I also had 2 bank cards on me, neither of which were contactless. A casual criminal has no use for full contact bank cards. And if he did, what are you going to do, mate? Steal my identity, inherit my debts? Good luck. And also had 70p in change, which I had to offer him. Don't offer people things if you're being mugged. It's not a this is what you could win situation. However, I offered him this change. He reluctantly took it. And when you're reluctantly mugged, it's quite a mixture of feelings. Main feeling I had though is that I'd actually won this. But being a loser, I kind of won this awkward situation. But then, because no comedian story ends up with him winning, I noticed that he had walked off in the same direction in which I wanted to walk. He was walking slowly for one or two reasons. One, he hadn't actually committed a crime. Or two, he's quite defeated about the state of my life, which is a feeling I'm used to now, so I'm quite a fast walker. So then I had to turn around and walk the opposite direction to my house. So in a way, he probably won. And is that my time? I didn't check my watch when I turned it.
You can do a bit more.
We'll do one more joke that I couldn't fit into my act, but I wrote it, so I'm going to tell it you all. My friend recently adopted a child from overseas. They were working in a sweatshop. There's manufacturing tennis equipment. I asked him what's it like being a father. He said, Aiden, raising a child is one of the most beautiful and magical experiences that you can have. But you don't have to make a racket.